Hello everyone, my name is Alice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Cancer for the week of July 17th through the 23rd. And again, this is a general reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy. I'm going to look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and I'm also going to look at any opportunities or challenges that you might have coming in for yourself for this particular week. And again, remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and then go ahead and leave the rest. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. All right, so let's get some cards for Cancer. Okay, so we have Page of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands. We have Temperance. They have different names in this deck. I'll explain it to you. Oops. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Oops, why did I do that? This goes down here. Sorry about that. Five of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Cups. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. I'm having to translate them. And then we have the Five of Visions. Okay, so right off the bat, let me tell you how I go ahead and read. So this is your recent past, your present, your near future. This is the advice and guidance from Spirit below. Then we have your opportunity and your challenge. Let's see. So what I'm getting in your recent past with this child of, or the Page of Pentacles, I want to keep saying Child of Boons because that's how it resonates to me. So with this Page of Pentacles, for me, this is the energy, it's like Hamlet. To act or not to act. He's saying to eat or not to eat from this magical cottage. He can't remember, right? And so, not that Hamlet can't, but he can't. This is to eat or not to eat. So he's not quite sure exactly what the procedures are for this, and he's not quite sure. So there's a little bit of hesitancy here on what he's going to do for his action. And this is your recent past. I'll clarify them in just a second. And then in your current energy for the present, we've got the Ten of Wands, and you're really feeling burned out. You know, this is one of those things where it's like, I think you've been going hard for a while and you've burned yourself out. And we'll take a look at that with the clarifiers. And then, you know, it's like you've taken on too many burdens, too much responsibility, too much of everything, and you've managed to burn yourself out. You know, like one of those things, like, you're working 2 or 3 jobs, you know, I mean, it's one of those things where you've really overwhelmed yourself physically and emotionally. And then for your near future energy, we have the Forge, and this is the Temperance card. And what this card is saying is that, you know, kind of similar to here, you know, the times of stress and relaxation, and you are going to have this position of balance in between. It's temperance, good health, you know, you're kind of like divinely blessed, but you have that ability to feel balanced in the world, and that's a beautiful feeling to have. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for you. And my decks are pre-shuffled. So we've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Hierophant. Oh, look at this. Temperance and then Temperance. So you're really, you know, here you are, you're so stressed out and you're really just burned out. It's more of a burnout, and you're being led into this position of balance to find yourself back on path. Okay, and then with the Justice card. Okay, hold on, I'll explain that in a minute. Wow, the Strength card, a lot of major arcanas for you. And then we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me look at this for you. So with this Page of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands and the Hierophant. And I really believe that you had some divine downloads that are coming in for you. I think the messages are really from whatever word you want to use, God, Spirit, the one source, whatever works for you. But really, you're getting some serious downloads because this is your recent past. Again, to act or not to act, I think the divine guidance came in to help you figure it out because you've really burned yourself out. But again, you've got this beautiful protection that's coming in for you. You've got this balance of temperance. You've got this path to enlightenment. You've got knowledge there. You've got your feet and your emotions. I mean, you've got this beautiful balance right here. You're in touch with your intuition. You've got this angel here. I mean, you've really got everything going for you in this sense. You've also got the Justice card here. This is something that at this point really, I don't want to say that it's owed to you, but you've really stepped into this position that you're comfortable in, and it's almost like you've worked towards it. This is someone that the energy that I'm getting is that not only are you here in this temperance position, but you're also coming at it from a very just and balanced position, right? So it's like the balancing is twofold here. So not only is this a balance in your spiritual life and just in life in general, but you're also coming at it from a very intellectual point of view and feeling like I'd say the legal system, that type of, like you're feeling very just, that you're righteous, right? That you're on the right side, you're doing the right thing. You're protecting the innocent type of a thing. And you're also honest with yourself, right? This is a very trustworthy and honest card. And that's where you've really come to this decision to get into this balance, because you've burned yourself out and you're aware of it, but you were able to really almost like turn on a dime to really be able to turn yourself around. And a lot of it is with this coming in, and this must be coming in through your dreams, through your unconscious somehow. That's the message that I'm getting, and it's not going away. I mean, as I'm going this way, this is just, it's really hitting me as a psychic. And so these messages, I mean, they could be coming in as dreams, daydreams, when you're listening to a song on the radio and for some reason it really resonates with you and makes sense. It's almost like, when we have a loved one that's died and they've passed away, and all of a sudden you hear a song on the radio that is saying things that they would normally say, right? I mean, I have things come to me where, I'll wake up in the morning with a song in my head and I don't even know the song. I don't even know the artist. So you know what I do? I get up, I go to YouTube and I type in the lyrics that I remember and the song pops up. And then I listen to the song and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. So, I mean, the spirit will speak to you in different ways, right? I mean, I get it coming at me from every angle you could imagine. But that's one way. It could be like I also have ringing in my ear, and it's not tinnitus. I know that it's downloads. Sometimes it's stronger than others. I know of another psychic. She hears violins in her ears. That's how she's getting her divine downloads. And she says sometimes it's so loud she can't even hear someone talk to her that's next to her. So everybody gets it differently. You could see a license plate. That's how you're getting it. Why am I emphasizing it so much? Because these cards are almost yelling at me and I'm starting to raise my voice. These cards are yelling at me that you are really getting these intense downloads, and it's helping you so much. Whether you're aware of it or not, it's really helping you. And so, like I said, when you have like this really beautiful balanced position, you're in this stance of righteousness and trustworthiness, and you've really stepped into this position and you're very comfortable there, and it's carrying forward because this is your present energy. When you look at your near future, let me get these cards. Again, this is the Temperance card. It's the same card. It's just a different deck. So, again, you're carrying this beautiful balanced energy. And that, you've gone through so much. You have times of stress, and then you have times of relaxation. And what's happening is it's that balance in between. You're able to balance that physical and emotional intensity. Okay, it got away from you a little bit here, but you're really bringing it home. And you've got this beautiful inner strength that you're using to do that. You're using your heart, you're using your love energy. This is like that soft strength, right? This is the feather method with love and compassion. And, that's how she's able to really control this beast. And that's you. And then you've got the Page of Wands. And again, you're really able to tap into this. This is a potential for you. It's a challenge and an opportunity for you to be able to take action on that and step into your role and begin to create something that you really want in your life. What that is, that's up to you. But I'm just saying this is an opportunity. It's a potential for you when you see this Page of Wands to be creative, to take action, to be self-assertive, and to really step into that. But really, that creative, passionate energy of taking action is really what I'm getting from this vibration, that's what Spirit wants you to do for your near future. But you've also got this beautiful strength. So it's the two together. So let's look at the advice and guidance from Spirit. So we've got the Five of Pentacles here. This is the card of lack. We've got the Six of Cups. This is looking back at nostalgia, maybe looking back at childhood. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you've got a lot of choices ahead of you. And so for the advice and guidance is that, be cognizant of what you choose and what you do. You're very balanced, and you're very intelligent, and you're perceptive, and you're honest, and you're trustworthy. You're strong. You've got a lot of good things when you're getting these divine downloads. But don't miss the blessings that are in front of you. Do you see how they're out in the snow? They're about to eat their last piece of bread. Well, there's a trail of magic strawberries leading back to the cottage. Let me see. Can you see it? Leading back to the cottage. I mean, they have miracles in front of them, but they're missing it. It's like they've been down so long that they are missing it, or maybe they're in survival mode and they're missing it. So for you, Spirit is saying, whatever your situation is, okay, don't miss the miracles that are being offered before you. And like I said, these are the divine downloads. And I'm telling you, if you were in my head, this is so loud right now. I can't believe I was raising my voice. This is so, because I'm trying to talk over it. The messages that are coming into you are so loud. Spirit wants to make sure you don't miss it, okay? So pay attention to that. And even if you're not aware of it, maybe you wake up in the morning and you have an idea to go do something. Maybe you need to follow your heart and go do it and not turn it down, because maybe that was part of your divine download, okay? And then we also have the Six of Visions, and Spirit is reminding you to really tap into this type of childhood nostalgia, this joy, this happiness. This is a time before cynicism or bitterness touched your heart, before, when we get older and we have experiences in the world that can kind of bring in some cynicism and some bitterness. We've been burned a few times, or, whatever it is that had triggered that response. And this is reminding you to go back and remember what brings you joy. And maybe it's something new, but it's still tapping into that feeling that you had as a child. And, in a way, it's a way of letting your heart vibrate even higher, right? Because you're vibrating so high right here. It's wonderful, but keep it going, the Spirit is saying, and really tap into something that brings you joy, right? I mean, that's the ultimate message. And magic. The world is full of magic. That's the other thing that these cards want to tell you. There's magic in the world, and open your eyes to see it. I think you already are, but don't lose sight of that. The world is magical and it's beautiful, and Spirit really wants to remind you of that. And then you've got the Seven of Pentacles, and you have so many choices here, right? You have so many things to choose from, how you want to take your life and what direction you want to go in. But always remember, when you choose one door, the other doors are going to close. Whether they come back up in life and at when, nobody knows. But right now for this week, Spirit is saying you do have a lot of choices that you can make. So pick a door, use this Page of Wands to choose a door to make that happen. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for that. So we've got the Chariot, and we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Star. Interesting combination. I like that. Then we have the Four of Swords and the High Priestess. Wow, you are really getting a lot of major arcanas, and I really think that you are really at a maturity level, and it could have something to do with this new moon also coming in for you. But what I'm getting to is that, with this, don't miss the blessings that are being there before you, because you'll have victory and success, and, you will really be able to ride that chariot into Rome, right? I mean, you really, by tapping into what God is trying to tell you, you're going to have the ultimate success, and And again, this is for Pentacles. For the Cups, you've got the Eight of Cups. You know, while you're going to have like this ultimate success, they know that you're still looking for some type of emotional fulfillment. But as far as like the material world goes, you definitely have the ultimate success. So career, good health, finances, education, you know, that stability, security, you know, feeling grounded. You know, you've got that beautiful victory going on with that. You've conquered that. But for your emotions, and again, that ties into having this balance with temperance and being burned out. So going into your emotions, you don't quite have everything that it is that you're looking for. So you're able to go walk away and to find it. And that's why you're walking into going back to childhood, to going back to finding that type of joy. And by doing that, they're asking you to look at things differently, right? Which is what you're doing here. You're going back in time, but you're looking at things differently. You know, they want you to go back and see what brought you joy in childhood, but you're not a child, you're an adult. So you're going back and you're looking at things through an adult's eyes, but you want to tap into that childlike joy, you know? And so you're being asked to look at things differently to gain that type of enlightenment. You can see that he's got the light around his head. You're being asked to do that, right? To really go within and find out what really brings you intense joy. It's not just joy, it's intense joy, actually. And you have the Star card here. So you're really looking at this with generosity of spirit, with serenity. You've got like this beautiful hope. And that's tied into kids, right? And this type of magic is that, you know, they do have hope, you know, unless it's a seriously dysfunctional family. But even then, I mean, kids really have hope. They want to have that joy and that spontaneity and that happiness. And so you're being asked to do that. This is part of your journey to really get to that emotional intelligence and fulfillment that you want to get to the Ten of Cups for yourself. Remember, this is the advice and guidance from Spirit. And so to have all these different choices, it's being clarified by the Four of Swords and the High Priestess. And so with this Four of Swords energy, it's really asking you to go within, meditate, but it's really more, I'm getting, that it's really more about healing yourself. So maybe you've got some childhood scars. There's something going on that's still eating away at you from your past. I'm saying childhood because this is the card of nostalgia. And maybe there's something there that you really need to take a look at and just acknowledge it and then move on if you can. Or, you know, this is a time for healing it, and however that could be for you. Because everybody's different. This is a general reading. But a lot of healing can take place with this card. What I'm also getting with this High Priestess there is, again, with the Hierophant and the High Priestess, they're reminding you that you are still going to be getting these divine downloads. And so it's coming in through your unconscious. It's coming in when you're passive, when you least expect it. So again, when you're sleeping, when you're driving, and maybe you're listening to a song, you know, you could even be, you know, at the grocery store and you looked at a magazine headline and for some reason it jumps out at you and it's talking to you. It's things like that. And so it's these mysteries in the world that are being downloaded to you, and it's helping you with you achieving balance and to really be able to move forward in life. But it's so intense for you right here. I can't believe it. But these messages are still coming through. So they just want to make sure that you're aware of that, okay? Like I said, these cards were yelling at me, and it's actually coming through again right here for the advice and guidance of Spirit. So be aware that you are getting divine downloads. I would say that you are actually being divinely protected also. Okay, so that's the advice and guidance from Spirit. Let's go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. So for your opportunity, you have the Page of Cups, and she's very Pollyanna, right? She's the light. She is shining in the darkness of this forest, and everything she sees is beautiful, right? She sees everything through rose-colored glasses. And so when she sees this spider web, she's not afraid that there could be a poisonous, deadly spider there. What she sees is the raindrops that are glistening in the web like diamonds. And she sees the beauty in it, right? She's not afraid at all. She's just loving the moment. She is literally living in the moment, and she is the light. This is your opportunity. And again, this is tying into this energy right here, this to go back in childhood and find that joy. It's really tying it in. And that's a really beautiful opportunity for you. And I'll pull some clarifiers in just a second. Your challenge is the Five of Cups. And so your challenge is to let some type of obsession that you've got go. And this could be an obsession with a person, place, thing, idea, anything that you're just chasing it. See, like her golden ball. And it's something that you'll never be able to attain, and it's making you crazy, and it's causing you to miss opportunities that are coming into your life. You can't see it. You need to be able to see the blessings, and this type of obsession is getting in your way. So what your challenge is to see how the ball is going to go in the pond. Then she'll never have it. The frog is waiting for her to lose the ball. He's the opportunity, so he can jump into her life and present her with the opportunity that is more beneficial for her than that golden ball. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Oh, pretty. I love it. Ooh, nice. Okay. Oh my God, I love it. Wow. Oh my God. I mean, there are so many major arcana cards here. So with this Page of Cups up here, with this beautiful Pollyanna energy, it's being clarified by the Four of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. And this is your opportunity. I mean, talk about opportunity. You're on the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is your opportunity. You need to seize it if you can. So with this Four of Wands energy, you're looking at two wands on each side. It's a portal for them to walk through. It's energy to seize. This is also about milestones. This is about freedom. It's about, marriage, celebration, and it's just this beautiful energy. And so to tie in with this Pollyanna energy, you can have that, This is part of your opportunity, but it's up to you to seize it. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's chance. It's left up to the fates. And so, but you have this beautiful opportunity to seize that fate, right? Because listen, right after the Wheel of Fortune is the Justice card. This is the 10, this is the 11. So it's really lining up for you. You've got the Temperance card twice. Then we have the Judgment card that just came up down here, which is, this is just incredible. This reading, I love it. Like I said, I think it has a lot to do with the new moon. So with your opportunity here is to really tap into that Pollyanna childlike joy and energy, being the light, right? And really take a look at it with a different perspective for enlightenment. Open your heart with this hope, this serenity, this generosity of spirit and joy and your intuition and everything that lines up to that, to the ideals of being a child, a happy child. And so that's what she is here. That's part of your fate. If you can seize this moment, right? It's an opportunity. Your challenge is to release this obsession, release this monomania that you have tunnel vision for that's not working out for you. And you're being called to look at yourself, right? This is the Judgment card. Spirit is saying with this challenge, you really need to look at yourself and why it is that you're chasing this and how you can stop. Because it is bedeviling you. It's making you crazy. Maybe it's some type of an addiction. It's leading to hopelessness on this particular issue because you got a lot going on that's really positive. But on that issue, it's leading into a type of hopelessness and to bondage and a type of, even materialism. Maybe you're bonded to, or you've got this bondage to like a type of materialism, like people that always are keeping up with the Joneses, or they always have to have the latest and greatest. And maybe that's making you crazy. Maybe that's something that you need to break. Just kind of getting some downloads on that. Because you have so much going on for you. But this is a challenge for you to release whatever it is you're obsessed with and chasing. I think you think it's good for you when in fact it's not. The devil is an illusion, and it's making you think that this is going to work out, and it's just not. But I want to go back to the Judgment card also, because that's going to help you break away from the devil card and from this type of illusion. So when this card comes up, you always, it's like waking the dead, right? It's a wake-up call. So, you need to get away from this. But it also wants you to look at yourself and ask yourself questions like, who are you really? Okay. Ask yourself these type of existential questions, and like, what brings you happiness, what brings you delight, will also tie into the work that you've done up here and to the advice and guidance down here. What do you know? What is your prey? What are you going after? What is your prey? What fuels your flight, right? What makes you happy? What do you covet? What is your secret? Everybody has at least one. What is your secret? You don't have to share this with anybody. I always want to say that when I say, what is your secret? You don't have to share this with anybody, but these are the questions you need to ask yourself to get to know yourself better. And we're always changing as we grow. So some of these answers might change over time, or you're going to add more to it. So what is your secret? What is your madness, right? What's driving you crazy? What is it? And what is your song? What do you walk around saying all the time? These thoughts and these words and these ideas, they help create your reality. What do you say? I'll tell you what I say. I can't wait to move. I want to move. I want to move. I want to move. And that's, for me, I'm not a Cancer, but that's my monomania. I mean, I want to move. And to me, that's a positive. But, so maybe that's not the best example, but that's my song. And, I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to move. I'm in an area that's so hot, I can't even go outside. I feel like I'm in a prison in my own home because it's so hot where I live. So that's my song. I want to move. I want to move. I want to move. What is your strength of character, right? Do you know what your strength of character is? And look at the flip side. What's your weakness of character? You want to know both about yourself, because if you know your strength, that's great. You can pat yourself on the back. Don't rest on your laurels. Be aware of it. Add to your strength. But if you know what your weakness is, then you know where you're vulnerable. You know what area you can help strengthen, or at least protect yourself in that area so no one can come in and take advantage of that. And then also you want to ask what your philosophy is, because like I said, we're always changing, right? You are the butterfly, you are metamorphosing, so you are always changing. What is your philosophy? And you could spend 5 minutes on this. You could spend your whole lifetime asking these questions and answering them. But just sit down and just think about it, or write it down. Keep it to yourself. It's very private. But these are the things you need to ask yourself when this card comes up, when the Judgment card comes up. And that's why I really spend a little time when this card does come up for people. These are the questions you do want to ask yourself. There's even a spread that you can do with the cards where I would have 12 questions for you, and I would pull 12 cards, on a pre-shuffle deck. I'd pull 12 cards and actually answer those questions for you if you're not aware of it. And even if you think, oh, that card's not right, I'll tell you, just sit back and think about it. And there might be things, truths that you don't want to acknowledge, or when you really are alone, you go, oh, okay, I didn't see it at the time, but I see it now. It's one of those things. So anyways, Cancer, this is the reading I have for you. Everything is looking fantastic. You've got a lot of downloads coming in. Please don't miss the blessings from the universe. I'd love to see you take advantage of that and, have a blessed and beautiful life and future for yourself, because you're definitely due already, but this will just take it up to the next level. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. All right, everybody, bye for now.